Mrs. June, Waine, please give this banana milkshake to Jungkook. Waine, me? She hesitated a little but nodded her head. She walked slowly to his gym with nervousness and scared a little. She reached to his gym and after taking deep breath entered inside and seeing him, her breath stuck in her throat. He was standing with bare body only in his shorts. His back was facing her and he was wiping his sweat with a towel, looking like a delicious piece of meal. Vine was openly ogling at him. Her throat went dry, so she wetted her lips. Jungkook noticed her presence and turned around, and smirked looking at her, who was shamelessly staring at him. He slowly walked toward her and said in his husky voice, Jungkook, having plan of eating me kitten? Vine, my cheeks heat up with embarrassment. After yesterday I am seeing him first time today and that too staring at him shamelessly. Wine, your banana milk, she said, shuddering, looking embarrassed. He took the milk and started walking toward her with slow steps. Seeing this, she started walking backward until her back hit the wall, and she got caged between him and the wall. He looked at her innocent face and tugged the hair strand behind her ear. She bit her lips and looked down at the floor. He thought and groaned internally and made distance between them. Jungkook, fill up the college form and give the documents to Aiden. He will submit them in college for your admission. Fine. I looked at him shocked. How did he know that I wanted to ask him about my studies? But he already know. Thank you, she said with bright smile. He hummed in response and started working out, and she went out of the gym. Vine went to kitchen to help Mrs. June when she asked, Mrs. June, so, did you talk to Jungkook about your college admission? Why, he already told Aiden to submit my document for admission. I just need to fill up the form, she said with excitement. Mrs. June, without your asking, he already done everything? Mrs. June asked in amusement and Wine nodded. Mrs. June, so my cold arrogant son is understanding his responsibility and fulfilling his wife's wishes without even her asking. She thought and smiled. Wine. Yesterday we got married, and after marriage, don't know where he have gone all the night. He did not came. I know he only married to me to fulfill the promise, but I am grateful of him, she thought. Wine father was the most trusted man of Jungkook father, who was the former mafia king, and in an attack he got died saving Jungkook father. But take promise to always take care of her only daughter. So to keep her safe, Jungkook and Wine got married, and now Jungkook is the mafia king, also the #1 businessman of the country. Wine, everyone joined the dining table and I took my seat beside Jungkook. Mr. June, so Wine, when are you going to start your college? Wine, from tomorrow, Dad. Mrs. June, then Jungkook, take her for shopping. Jungkook, I have work, Mom. Mr. Jion, she is your wife and now is your responsibility. It is your duty to check on her every need, so only you are taking her for shopping, he said with authoritative voice, putting some sense in his cold, arrogant son. Jungkook nodded, hearing his father. Jungkook is arrogant and cold-hearted, but respect his father a lot and never denied him for anything. When we entered in the most expensive mall of city with the guards following. As everyone was looking at us, I just looked down as I don't like so much attention. We first entered a clothes store to buy new clothes for college. Sales girl started showing latest collection. Vine was confused and was about to ask Jungkook for help when Jungkook spoke. Jungkook, pack everything, he ordered and got busy on his phone. Vine. My eyes widened hearing him. There is no need of so. Jungkook, of course it is, he said with finality. Wine did not say anything, knowing he won't listen to anyone. She buy all the important stuff for her studies and after shopping they left for home. Jungkook and Wine were sitting in the car in complete silence when he stopped the car in front of Wine College. Wine, have a nice day, she said nervously, and he in response. Devil, can't he just be a little soft? He cared for me but did not want to show it. Vine was feeling so much nervous. It is her first time being with so many people in such luxurious college. She started going toward the HOD office. After getting permission, she goes inside. The head gave her the locker key and her class schedule. She was looking at her class schedule when suddenly bumped with someone. They both looked at each other and rubbed their forehead and said sorry together. Hey, Kia this side, she said. Waine here both introduced themselves. They both were in the same class, so started to find their class together and become friends also when a boy gang stopped them. A random boy from the senior bully gang called them. Kia and Waine both looked at each other before taking a step toward them. Waine, I heard a lot things and real story about gang and freshers, and now I don't want to become part of it. A boy from the gang came toward them and took Kia ID card and started reading the details. Jackson, Neil, gang leader said suddenly to both of them, but they shook their head in no. The boy who took Kia ID card also took Waine ID card. Boy, June Waine, he said with a little fear. Hearing him, Jackson made faces and asked, Jackson, are you related to that June family or something? Jackson is the son of rival gang leader. He is evil and trying to bring Jungkook down. Boy too. She can't be related to Jeon Jungkook. Just look at her. She look like some normal girl. Now both of you kneel down. He said and tried to touch Wayan's face when a strong voice interrupted them. Jimin, Queen never bow down, he said in dark voice, sending shiver to everyone's spine. Jackson and his gang turned around and saw country's second most powerful and right-hand man of the Mafia King and his best friend walking toward them carrying the dark aura with him. Jackson smirked looking at Jimin and then at Wayan and went from there. His father is the trustee of this college and Jungkook and Jimin also become the trustee of this college. Jungkook knew that their enemies will definitely plan something against them. Waine, I was confused and shocked also when he spoke. Jimin, hey Waine, I am Jungkook's best friend Jimin, so you don't have to be scared of me, and also whoever bully you again just come to me and the rest of that I will handle it. I was not present on your wedding so you don't know me. Thank you for saving us, Oppa. Jimin, always there for you, butterfly, he said, patting her head and winked at Kia, then went from there to the principal office. Jungkook, I got to know about the whole incident that happened in the college. That bastard told my wife to kneel. She is my queen and queens never vow. After marriage, I started feeling something for her, like she just belonged to me, a sense of protectiveness and possessiveness toward her. And all this is very new to me. I wanted to fulfill her every wish without even her asking, and I don't know why I am feeling like this. I never felt like this before, and I need to keep an eye on that bastard and his old hag father. They definitely planned something using my closed ones. It has been a month and our relationship is improving day by day. We are understanding each other. These days are the most beautiful days of my life. Everything feels like a dream. And when Dad was alive, that time also I used to live alone. He only came to meet me once in a month or in a week. Sometime I always used to feel lonely. But now I have a whole family who love me equally. Jungkook is being soft with me. He always listens about my days without any complaint. He never got angry or yell at me. I am falling for him. He is my home that I always dream of. I was afraid of him, but now I am very much comfortable and feel free around him. When after coming from college, I directly went to my room. I did not find Jungkook. He must be in his study room. Then I find a box which was on bed. I open it and it was beautiful gown with a note. Wear this gown tonight. I look at the gown. It was blue in color. Today is Dad's birthday, so there is a big party is being organized. Jungkook, I was checking all the security system is being tied around the house and every family member also. I have been watching and keeping an eye on that but did not find anything suspicious yet. Fine. In the evening I dress up in the blue gown and heels. I hear a knock on the door. I open the door to find Jimin Oppa. He become my brother, which I never have. I found an elder brother in him. Oppa, how am I looking? Jimin, like a butterfly. Waine, he said, making me smile. Jimin, here. Waine, I opened the box to find a beautiful blue pearl stone bracelet. It is beautiful, Oppa. Jimin, just like you. he said and then left from there. While I looked at myself in the mirror one last time and then turned, only to collide it with a hard wall. I rubbed my nose and looked up to find Jungkook standing there. He was looking very hot in his black suit like a devil. Jungkook smiled, looking at Waine, who was busy in checking out him. In the meantime, he also looked at her, and she was looking like a precious pearl in ocean in this blue gown. He cleared his throat and Waine's cheeks turned red with embarrassment. Jungkook turned around, he said. Waine did what he said and Jungkook made her wear a beautiful pearl pendant. Waine, it looks so expensive. Jungkook, cautious, he said in slow, deep, husky voice in her ear, making her shudder with their sudden close proximity. Jungkook wanted to spoil her with all the gifts, care and love. Jungkook, let's go. Both went to party venue. Everyone smiled looking at the couple. Kia also came and hugged Waine. Both greeted their dad and then started greeting the guest. Kia, thanks to God, Waine, I am straight, or why now I will have made you mine. Waine, well, I know what kind of spices is brewing between you and Jimin Oppa, so I don't have to save my innocence from you. Jungkook was busy talking with his business partners when a girl came and hugged him. Jungkook and Jimin smiled. They started talking. Her Waine was busy with Kia and Mrs. June seeing them. She frowned at the girl. Jimin, it has been long time, Neva. Neva. Of course, you idiot did not even call me for once. Jungkook, you are the one who did not even invited us on your special day. Jimin saw Kia and walked toward them. Jimin, whoa, looking beautiful, he said, and Kia's cheeks turned pinkish. Kia, thanks. She was about to thank him when he said in a teasing voice, Jimin, the dress, he said, making Waine giggle at their cute banter. Music started playing and couple gathered in the middle and start dancing. Kia went with a boy of her age, looking at Jimin with a smirk. Jungkook looked at Waine and was about to come to her when Neva grabbed his hand and pulled him to dance floor. Neva, let's dance like old times. Jimin saw how Waine's smile vanished, seeing Jungkook with some other girl. He lost his little sister in childhood. When he met Waine, he found his sister in her. He asked Waine for dance and she smiled and they all start to dance. Jimin, she's our college friend. Jimin, she even proposed Jungkook in college, but he did not have the same feeling for her, so he denied to her. And for studies, she left to abroad, and now she is. Before he tell her more about her, dance steps change, and he twirled Bayan, who fall in Jungkook's arms, and Neva came in Jimin's arms. Jungkook, I looked at my wife and pulled her closer. Beautiful, he whispered in her ear, sensually making her heart beat to stop. They both lost into each other. Suddenly lights turned on, making them pull apart. Waine's cheeks turned red from blushing and Jungkook was trying hard not to smile in front of everyone. Waine ran toward Kia and stand beside her and Jungkook went outside.